For years, Sudan has been shown to the world as a land of crisis, civil war, hunger, displacement, and political collapse. But very few people ask a deeper question. Why does a country with so much suffering attract so much international attention? The answer lies beneath the ground. Hidden under Sudan's soil are vast reserves of gold and other valuable minerals that the modern world depends on. These are the same resources used to power global economies, build advanced weapons, manufacture smartphones, and fuel green energy technologies. While Sudan struggles on the surface, its land tells a very different story, one of immense wealth and global importance. As natural resources become scarcer worldwide, powerful countries are racing to secure new supply sources. Sudan, rich but unstable, becomes an easy target. This video is not just about minerals. It is about power, control, and geopolitics. It is about how the land beneath Sudan may be shaping its destiny more than its people ever could. To understand Sudan's present and future, we must first understand what the world wants from it. Sudan is one of Africa's largest countries. Located at a strategic crossroads between North Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, and the Middle East. It borders the Red Sea, a vital global trade route, and sits close to regions of intense geopolitical competition. Despite this strategic position, Sudan remains economically fragile and politically unstable. Yet, geological studies show that Sudan is rich in natural resources, especially minerals that are critical to the global economy. Gold, copper, iron ore, chromium, and possibly rare earth elements are spread across the country. These resources should have been a foundation for national development, but instead they have become drivers of conflict and foreign interference. In this video, we will explore Sudan's mineral wealth and explain why it has drawn the attention of global powers. We will examine how international demand, foreign investments, and political manipulation intersect with Sudan's internal struggles. Most importantly, we will look at how this competition affects ordinary Sudanese people, who live above enormous wealth yet see little benefit from it. Gold is Sudan's most important mineral resource, and the main reason it attracts international interest. Sudan is among the top gold producers in Africa, with large deposits spread across regions like Darfur, the Nubian Desert, and the Red Sea Hills. Gold is not just a luxury metal, it is a foundation of global finance. Countries store it as a hedge against economic collapse, and it plays a critical role in international trade. In Sudan, however, gold mining is largely informal and poorly regulated. Much of the gold is smuggled out of the country, generating billions of dollars that never enter the national economy. Armed groups and militias often control mining areas, using gold profits to buy weapons and fund conflict. Foreign companies and external actors benefit the most, while local communities suffer from environmental damage and unsafe working conditions. Instead of bringing stability and development, gold has intensified competition and violence. Sudan's gold does not just shine, it burns, fueling both global interest and internal destruction. Strategic and rare minerals beyond gold. Sudan holds other minerals that are becoming increasingly valuable in the modern world. Copper, iron ore, chromium, and manganese are essential for construction, manufacturing, and military equipment. There is also growing interest in the possibility that Sudan may contain rare earth elements, a group of minerals crucial for smartphones, electric vehicles, satellites, and advanced weapon systems. These materials are central to the global race for technological dominance. As demand for clean energy and digital technology increases, countries are scrambling to secure long-term access to these minerals. Sudan's largely unexplored geology makes it especially attractive. However, the lack of strong institutions and transparent governance means these resources are vulnerable to exploitation. Deals are often made without public oversight, benefiting foreign companies more than the Sudanese state. What could have been a foundation for industrial growth instead becomes another reason for external pressure and internal instability. Global demand and resource competition. The world is entering an era of intense competition over natural resources. As populations grow and technology advances, minerals are becoming as strategically important as oil once was. Major powers want secure, cheap, and uninterrupted access to these materials. Sudan fits perfectly into this picture. Resource-rich, politically weak, and economically desperate. This makes it easier for external actors to influence decisions, secure favorable contracts, and shape political outcomes. Global competition over resources is not always visible as war. It often appears as investments, loans, military partnerships, or political backing. In Sudan's case, these external pressures interact with internal divisions, making stability even harder to achieve. The struggle over minerals is not just economic, it is geopolitical. Control over resources means control over supply chains, industries, and future power. Sudan, whether it wants to or not, has become part of this global struggle. Foreign powers and their interests. Several foreign powers have shown strong interest in Sudan's resources. Russia has been linked to gold mining and security cooperation. China has invested heavily in infrastructure and resource extraction across Africa, including Sudan. Gulf countries are interested in gold, agriculture, and strategic access to the Red Sea. Western nations, while often speaking about democracy and stability, are also concerned about influence, competition, and access to resources. Each actor claims to be helping Sudan, yet their interests rarely align with the needs of the Sudanese people. Support is often given to specific factions or leaders, deepening divisions within the country. Instead of promoting long-term development, foreign involvement frequently reinforces short-term gains and power struggles. Sudan becomes less a sovereign nation and more a chessboard where global powers compete. The impact on Sudan's people, despite its natural wealth. Sudan's population faces poverty, unemployment, and displacement. This is known as the resource curse, where countries rich in natural resources experience less development and more conflict. Mining operations often damage land and water sources, destroying livelihoods. Revenues that could fund schools, hospitals, and infrastructure disappear through corruption and smuggling. Armed groups fight for control over mining areas, making civilians targets of violence. For many Sudanese, mineral wealth has brought only hardship. The promise of prosperity remains distant, while the reality of exploitation is immediate. Until resources are managed transparently and fairly, the people of Sudan will continue to suffer from wealth that should have transformed their lives. Sudan's story is not just about conflict, it is about untapped potential and stolen opportunity. Beneath its soil lies immense wealth, enough to change the future of the country. But as long as minerals are controlled by violence, corruption, and foreign interests, that future remains uncertain. Sudan stands at a crossroads. It can remain a target in the global struggle for resources, or it can reclaim control over its land and wealth. The question is not whether Sudan is rich, it clearly is. The real question is who benefits from that richness. Understanding Sudan's mineral wealth helps us understand why the country faces so much external pressure and internal conflict, and it reminds us that natural resources, without justice and strong governance, can be as destructive as they are valuable. Sudan's story forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. Natural wealth alone does not guarantee prosperity. Beneath Sudan's soil lies enough gold and strategic minerals to transform the nation. Yet above ground its people continue to endure conflict, poverty, and uncertainty. What should have been a foundation for development has instead become a source of division, foreign interference, and endless struggle. As global demand for minerals grows, Sudan's land becomes more valuable, but its sovereignty becomes more fragile. Powerful countries compete for access, local elites fight for control, and ordinary citizens pay the price. The future of Sudan depends on who controls its resources and how they are managed. If minerals continue to be exploited in secrecy and violence, the cycle of instability will never end. But if transparency, accountability, and national ownership take root, Sudan's wealth could finally serve its people, instead of destroying their future. This is not just Sudan's challenge, it is a global responsibility. Because as long as the world profits from instability, peace will remain out of reach. Sudan is not poor, it is plundered, and until that reality changes, the struggle over its land will continue.